Hello everyone, my name is Tomi Kuka. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking to you about gratitude. What do I really want to say about gratitude? So I want to talk about gratitude, what you think about gratitude, how you experience gratitude, what your experience is like feeling gratitude, like what's your experience with the feeling of gratitude. So what I understand by gratitude is the state of being grateful, seeing joy in the things around you, the joy in what is present as opposed to the despondence of what is absent, right? Gratitude is the state of being grateful, staying grateful for something, and while it's just a very basic word, I realize it's such a difficult thing to practice. And this is me actually really talking from experience. So I'm a kind of person who has anxiety, and just studying things, studying people around me, studying the whole nature of things, I see that anxiety just arises from a state of constantly worrying. So some of the things I try to do is I try to look at some of my friends, some of the people I look up to. I see how they handle same things, and I realize that okay, when people have anxiety and when other people are calm, sometimes the situations don't really change. They're the same situation. It just has to do with their perception about that thing, what they make out of it. And I realized that for me, staying grateful really helps me to appreciate the things I have. It helps me appreciate where I'm coming from. It changes my whole perception about things. So just this morning, I was just thinking to myself, oh, there's so much to be happy for, there's so much to be grateful for. There were a lot of things out in my bucket list that I had not done, but just the realization of where I'm going, my purpose, my plan just made me really happy, and I felt that was something to just be happy about. There's something I've been hoping for beginning of this year, and this evening I got a call on it, and it was just wonderful. I mean, it was wonderful, and I realized that even before that news, I was grateful. I was in a state of gratitude. I was in a state of being happy. I was in a state of just being grateful for the things around me. I wasn't worried about the things that I have not achieved. I wasn't worried about the things I have no answers to. A couple of issues arose today, but I chose to stay grateful. And then just towards the evening, I got a news. So the news was pretty good. But I've been grateful before then, and even with that news, I know he elevated my mood, but I was in a happy mood. Now, why did I choose this morning to stay grateful? And that's because I had this article I did a couple of months back about gratitude, just in my learning process of staying grateful also, and I did it just to remind myself when I get worried about things. And then yesterday and a couple of days ago, I had anxiety about a couple of issues, and then I just went back to that article I wrote, and I'm like, okay, this is just the opposite of this is just the opposite of it. So sometimes when we talk, it's not because we're an expert on those things. It's also just to remind ourselves, cultivating from what we're learning in our own personal journey, what we're learning from others. For me, I like to mirror people. If there's a trait I really like and I see someone doing it, I always want to know how that person does it. So I had this friend a couple of years back. I don't think she didn't have a job, she didn't have a lot of things, and she was just always happy. She was always grateful. You never see her complain, you never see her. So sometimes I really try to remember, I try to remember the way she lives through her principle of things. So I also have a friend who does that. So they could get flustered. I have a couple of friends who do it, right? And I notice my mom also does that, right? So it's not I feel like it's not a trait everybody has, but it's a necessary trait for survival, right? I'm the kind of person that I worry. I worry about so many things, and as they say, problem no dey finish. The thing I realized about gratitude is there are a lot of statements that you would come across that are really helpful, and you would think that they are overflowed statements, but in reality they are true. One of the things is, when you fill a glass with water, some people are going to say is half empty, is half full. I can guarantee you I'll be one of the people to say it's half empty. But gratitude is about your perception about things, because that glass is really half full. It can be half full, it can be half empty. It depends on your perception. And that perception is what's going to bring the joy within you. That perception is what's going to bring fulfillment within you. That perception is what is like staying gratitude is not going to change it. The thing is, it's something about people who are never happy is that regardless of the situation, they will not be happy. So if you're dependent on something to make you happy, right? Even after that thing, you never get satisfied. Like you will always be in a state of being empty. But when you're grateful about something, whether things are going as you plan or they're not going as you plan, like it's just a gift to yourself. It's just a gift you owe yourself. And I've realized that for me, making a list helps. Looking at the things around me, looking for how far I've come. I know it's a statement that is overflowed. It's something that might be like, oh, count your blessings around you, make a list, be grateful for where you're coming. But these are actual life practices. These are actual things that are helpful in keeping your sanity, in staying grateful, in staying happy. Like the joy of being grateful is immense. It's unquantifiable. It changes your look about things. It changes your perception about things. It changes how you react to things. It changes the shape of things for you. So why am I doing this video? I want to learn from you guys. I want to know, like, how do you practice gratitude? How do you stay afloat in the midst of anxiety? What keeps you going? What are the things that motivate you, that propel you, that push you forward? What are those things, right? I learn from people. I try to make a list. I try to do things that make me happy. Sometimes I try to let go of whatever is making me anxious or nervous and just focus on things around me that will make me happy. Because sometimes as little I myself, I just tell myself, what if the trumpet sounds? Now am I going to be in a sad state? Let me just do the things that make me really happy. So I would just like to hear from you guys. How do you maintain sanity? How do you stay grateful? What keeps you going? Are you generally a happy person? Are you generally an anxious person? How do you cope? What are your coping strategies? What do you think about gratitude? Gratitude, anxiety, do they go hand in hand? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you and have a good day.